Hello Taurus, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. All right. Queen of Pentacles. Very nice. The Queen of Pentacles is a card that looks at the past. Okay? You can see that figure is looking at the long and winding road that it took to get right here, right now. I feel like you're somebody who is in a period of retrospection. You know? I feel like you're trying to understand what your history was and why. What does it mean, you know? The important work of this card is to understand where we've been so we can understand where we're going. We try to take our experiences of the past and distill them down into little kernels of wisdom, little nuggets of truth, right? That we can then turn and apply to the future, right? We don't want to get stuck back here, especially if we think, if we start sort of, you know, it's almost like we open up that box of photographs, you know, and we're looking for something particular, but then we start getting distracted by all of the beautiful pictures that we're looking at, and we start thinking, oh, I remember that, you know, and we sort of get lost there, and we start thinking, oh, this is so wonderful. I remember those days and those feelings and that time of my life, and we forget, oh wait, what was I looking for again? You know, and then, you know, hours have gone by and we've forgotten what we were supposed to be doing. So we don't want to get lost in that box of photographs, right? But we're looking for something. And that something is going to help us to move into the future, right? To become the very best version of ourselves. And I think because of the earth nature of this card, I feel like we're trying to understand the lessons of the past so that we can make some good moves, some important decisions right now. We're looking for an understanding. Yeah. And so I think you're somebody that's doing that. Maybe you even have the big box of photographs or the scrapbooks, you know, the photo albums that you've been and we're looking for a certain something, but we just sort of get distracted by all of the wonderful memories that we have, you know. It's like my wife and I, we have a 4-year-old daughter, and we start talking about something, and so we get on our phone and we're looking for some sort of information or something, you know, about what we're doing, or something that we've got to plan for or whatever, and we sort of stumble upon all of our photographs on our phone, you know, on the cloud of all the baby pictures, you know, and we just, oh, look at this, I remember that day, remember when she said this, she did that, and pretty soon hours will go by, and we're all just sitting there looking at these photographs, you know, which is a wonderful experience. But at some point we have to say, ah, yes, I was looking for something. Let's do it. We're supposed to be, you know, on the road pretty soon. So let's put this card into some context. Let's see what we're doing with this energy or what we're looking for. There's the Queen of Wands, the fire, the action, right? We're looking for something in the past. We're looking in the scrapbook of our lives to find something, some understanding, some kernel, some nugget of wisdom that's going to help us to make this decision to take action now. Okay? To take action now. Ooh, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Princess of Pentacles. All right. 10 of Cups. And a Knight of Swords. I think this is you coming to a decision. This is you being able to really make the resolution. I almost feel like this is a card that's trying to stay the course. Okay. Maybe there's a feeling that things need to be different, that I should be doing something else. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Maybe there's something I'm not doing. Maybe I need to make some changes to this so it'll be more successful, right? It kind of feels like Spirit is saying, no, let's look at the history that we've had. Let's trace this path that we've been on and know that maybe there's always ups and downs. Maybe it's always a twisty, turny kind of road. So just stay on the path, keep doing what you're doing, and you will achieve your success. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's put the rest of our cards out. We've got a Princess of Swords, a Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and Two of Swords. So a lot of air energy here, right? We see this sort of, this triangle of air energy. And I think you kind of go back and forth about, should I change something? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I make little adjustments? Should I tweak things out? Do I need to be doing something differently? I kind of feel like Spirit's saying, no, keep doing what you're doing, and the financial breakthrough that you're looking for will come. Because I feel that there is a need for some financial increase. Okay? I feel like, and a lot of Earth cards here, I feel like there's something that you really, you're in need of some sort of financial relief. Okay? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown, and we're just going to set it down over here. We're going to put our mechanical owl right there, and I want to name this the name of the owl from that Clash of the Titans movie from the 60s or whatever. I don't remember the name of the owl in that. Perseus, I think. I don't know if it was Bobo. I think it was Bobo, right? Anyway, help me out if you know what that is. I don't have time to Google it at the moment. But if you have a prediction for that card, leave it down in the comments, okay? Let's do it together. Let's make it interactive. It'll be fun to practice our intuition. Speaking of that, we don't have any major arcana cards. And when we have an absence of major arcana cards, it almost starts to feel like Spirit has left the room. The Spirit's left the building. Why am I being thus forsaken? Right? Why hast thou abandoned me? I don't feel that's the case, though. And I know it may feel like that. It may seem like that when we look at it. But I think Spirit's kind of saying, look, Spirit's still here. Spirit's the table. Okay? You're being supported in your decisions. Spirit's saying, I want you to figure it out. I want you to use your thinking and feeling functions, to figure out the best course. It's almost like Spirit is kind of, Spirit saying, don't worry, I got you. It's going to be okay. I want you to figure out, what your path is going to look like to get to here, to get to okay, to get to maybe more than okay, right? To get to the goal. To have the outcome that you want. Spirit's kind of saying, look, you're being supported, okay? But what kind of experience you have between here and there is up to you, okay? And I think that you're having a bit of a time. Because of the air energy that we see and that Five of Pentacles, I feel like we're stressing out. I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, it's kind of like, you got this big bill to pay, and it's just like, it's getting closer to pay to the day, the due date. And you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. We're like wringing our hands together. We're biting our knuckle like they do in the old 50s TV shows. Spirit's kind of saying, just, I got you, right? And almost saying, look at the past. It's like, have you ever kind of been let down by Spirit or by yourself, right? What I feel like is going on is that you're looking back here at the Princess of Pentacles, and it kind of is a card that's saying, hey, everything tends to work out. That everything's going to be okay. I think the Princess of Pentacles is a history that you have of, I don't want to say good luck in financial situations, but I feel like things have worked out for you. I feel like people, resources, finances, they've been there when you needed them. Okay? And no matter how stressful things are, no matter how close to the wire it gets, you figure it out, and it worked. It happens for you, okay? And so what I kind of see with the fire and the earth right here is I feel that there is kind of a financial breakthrough happening, Okay, I feel like this is it's like it's down to the last second. Okay, the clock is running out, but at the very last moment, you make the decision, you make the right move. All the resources are there, and things work out. But between now and then, we're going to worry. And I think that's something that we have to deal with now. When we look at these cards, we see the fire. We see the water up here. And then we see the air, and air. We see the earth, earth, and earth. So I feel that there's a desire here for this 10 of Cups, that we really want everything to be okay. We want to experience this fullness of life. We want to have, we don't want to find that anything's lacking. Okay, there's a lot of love here. Sometimes this is a card of sort of being overwhelmed, and maybe this is really saying that you're kind of putting on a happy face for other people, but you're really worried, because we see the contrast with this air energy, but this is sort of the ideal. This is the smile that we're putting on our faces. Everything's fine. But inside it's like, oh man, I hope this works out. I hope this, and maybe it's an investment, maybe it's a work thing, maybe it's a big sale that you're working on, maybe it's something in a different way. Maybe you're like trying to buy a house, or you're trying to get that apartment, or you're trying to get that job, And it's just kind of like, this is us hoping for the best. This is us believing in the best and feeling as if we've already attained this 10 of Cups. And I think this is the way to do it. This is the way to calm down some of this air energy that we see. Now, the 2 of Pentacles underneath everything is the feeling of something's changing. This is going from no job to having a job. This is kind of saying you're going from your current position to that promotion. You're going from this living situation, now you're moving into that house, or you're getting that apartment. This is the thing that's changing in your life. This is you knowing that things aren't staying the same. They can't. Okay? When we have the 4 and the 5 of the Wands and the Pentacles here too. So it's kind of saying, well, if we look at it, let's look at the 4 of Wands and connect it with the Queen of Wands. Spirit is saying that it's for you to just kind of stay the course, that this is another cycle. You've been through this before. Don't lose hope. Keep your confidence. Keep your stature. Be proud. Stand tall. This is going to be fine, right? Meanwhile, the Queen of Pentacles is experiencing the 5 of Pentacles. Things are changing, and oh boy, I'm worried. Oh goodness, right? But Spirit's saying, nah, keep your fire about you. Keep your confidence. Keep your eyes firing brightly, right? Stay confident, even amidst all of the changes in the physical circumstances. Okay, it feels like this is a financial thing, and it feels like it really is just a matter of us like kind of enduring the stress of it all, and just it's going to happen, but it's going to suck while we're waiting for it. Like the struggle to get from here to there is really, I think, mentally, you're starting to kind of wonder, and with the 2 of Pentacles even thinking, should I be doing something different? We see the Queen, or the Princess of Pentacles down here with that 2 of Pentacles, and it's underneath the surface, sort of in the back of your mind, you're going through all these different options. Well, what if I do this differently? What if, maybe I should call them again. Maybe I should change the paperwork. Maybe I need to resend it in, or maybe I need to make some adjustments over here. Maybe, it's kind of like we've made a proposal, and they haven't called us back yet. So we're thinking, that must be bad news. Maybe I need to offer more money, or maybe I need to ask for less money, and I'll redo the proposal. I'll send it to them again with less money, or whatever. And that's not very smart, right? Because then they're going to get the second one. They're going to see, another one. I haven't responded to the first one. Now they're already sort of preemptively lowering their price or whatever, And no, don't do that. Spirit's saying, just hold out, wait it out. And I don't know, maybe you're selling a house or you're buying a house or something, right? And it's just because you haven't heard the answer yet that you're thinking about sort of submitting it again. And that's, I mean, you're going to look very eager doing that. But then I think also that you're sort of selling yourself short, and it really betrays a lack of confidence, where Spirit's saying, no, be confident. Be confident that what you have submitted, what you have proposed, what you have in the works right now is perfect, is the way it is, you know. And I think this confidence is going to see you very, very happy in the end, because I think things are going to change in your favor. Okay. And I don't know, maybe this is a negotiation. We do see a lot of court cards. I mean, quite a bit of court cards here. Okay. So the Two of Pentacles, we start wondering if we should make some adjustments now. I don't think adjustments right now are the way to go. I think it'll make you look sort of weak, maybe. It'll make you look like you don't have the confidence of this Queen of Wands. But this is it. This is your sort of task right now. This is what you need to focus on, is just maintaining this. It's kind of, it feels like a negotiation to me. And it feels like we've got to be very confident in what we've proposed. And it's kind of like, this is an attitude that we project, kind of, right? The Princess of Pentacles in the back, I really do like this card, and I feel that this is a couple of different things. It's one of my favorite cards because it's very complex in its meaning. First of all, I think that this is, in terms of your past, this is the way things always tend to work out for you, right? Spirit's saying, look at your history. You've always been able to pull through. Things have worked out. They may have been stressful. You may have struggled. It may have really sucked, but things worked out okay. This is no different. Trust in it. Have the confidence. Lift up your chest and put your shoulders back, and don't project defeat, right? The other aspect of this card is, to me, kind of like the last few days of winter, where the forest is still frozen and kind of dry, and there's no life, there's nothing green, right? Things have kind of died. All the trees have lost their leaves, and everything's just, like winter, And to me, it feels like, yeah, the forest is there, but there's no life in the forest. There's no greenery. Where is that verdant energy? Where's the green, And so I feel like this is a life where it's just like, we need the return of springtime. We need the life to start growing again. We need the business to start earning money. We need to see some bills in our wallets and our purses and bank accounts and pocketbooks and in the mattress and pillowcases and buried in the backyard, right? We want the return of that life to this card. Right now it seems kind of without life, right? There's no verdant energy here. And so I think that this is maybe, again, it's in your history. So I feel like you've been through this kind of cycle before, where things have looked kind of, you've been in the really kind of cold, dark part of winter, but spring's coming. Okay, that financial breakthrough will be there. Things will be there when you need them. The resources are coming. Okay. And the 10 of Cups at the very top, I think this is important, because this is sort of your attitude. It's sort of you're looking up at this 10 of Cups and you're just thinking, I believe it, I believe it, I believe it. Really, it's one of those cases that if you believe it hard enough, if you say it over and over and over again to yourself that it is true, it is fine, I'm okay, things are fine, it doesn't make them fine, but it distracts your mind enough that you don't do anything stupid and you let things be okay. All right. So this is kind of like, yes, put your hope and your faith and your trust in Spirit, in yourself, that you've done the right thing, that you've already made the right moves. I feel like there are no decisions you really have to make now. I know you don't believe that, and you're going to tell me I'm wrong, and that's okay. Maybe I am. I feel like other people are relying on you, and it's kind of as if you need to show everybody that you're confident, that you're not, no, I'm not worried, no. Everything's fine. You know, it's kind of the way you don't like to talk to your kids about financial stuff. You know, you don't want your kids to see you worried about money. So it is. It's kind of like we have to believe, we have to feel that this is already real, already happening. Okay, and I think this is giving us this Queen of Wands confidence and energy. You know, that we believe it's already here. Don't spend the money yet. But believe that it's already here and feel that feeling of success. You know, that this financial breakthrough has happened, that the spring has come, and all the greenery is coming back. The flowers are growing and blossoming, and the fruit is hanging from the tree, and it's just wonderful, right? And it feels good already. Now, we're going to go over to the path of the serpent here because, you know, we've got some interesting energy to work with over here. But as we talk about these cards, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything, and it supports the channel, and I appreciate that. I feel like we need to support all of our favorite YouTube tarot readers. I'm not saying you have to go out and watch every tarot reading on YouTube. That would take lifetimes, right? But the ones that you do watch, the ones that you do value, this is just a reminder to let them know that you value their work. My channel as well. Just hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Not just my channel, every channel that you watch and that you value. Maybe there's only one or two or three, whatever. It's a great way to support all of us tarot readers out here in YouTube tarot land. All right, and I appreciate you. So your general energy happens to be the Princess of Swords. It's kind of like, you know, trying to not worry, trying to figure out if we missed something. And maybe that's what this kind of looking at the past thing is like. Maybe with the Queen of Pentacles, you're sort of going through your work with a fine-tooth comb, and you're sort of, this is you kind of really, you know, combing the desert a la Spaceballs, and trying to find what you missed. Trying to find, where did I go wrong? What was it that I did? You know, and so we'll be sitting there in our office for hours just pulling our hair out, trying to find out, what did I do wrong? Where was the mistake? Who says there was a mistake, you know? But this is, anyway, this is the sort of, this is the general energy that I feel in you. And it feels like there's some stress. It feels like there's some stress. Now, we didn't mention too much about the Knight of Swords here in the future position. It feels like some Libra energy to me. I don't know if Libra is an important player in this situation for you. But I feel like this is kind of, this is talking about tomorrow's energy. This is talking about the future, that this sort of, the response that you're waiting for is coming in, right? It's flying in, and it's kind of like the letter's already in the mail. So don't go sending another proposal. Don't go sort of changing things and be like, oh, forget about that old one here. This is really what I want to submit, you know. Don't do that, because the response you're waiting for is already coming, whether it's a letter or an email or a notification or the check, right? It's kind of like Spirit saying the check's in the mail, right? So don't worry about it. But, you know, until it gets here, until we have something in our hands, we stress out. And we start investing. Maybe this is you looking around for other options, trying to think, okay, if this doesn't work, what am I going to do? Right? And maybe this is a good thing. Keep yourself busy. Yeah. Keep yourself busy. But don't do anything to sabotage or undo what's already been proposed or what's already been offered. Okay? Because again, with the Four of Wands here, it feels like you've been in this situation before. It feels like this is kind of, maybe this is a pattern for you. That you do you make some sort of big move in life, and then we start to second guess ourselves, we start to doubt, we start to worry, we start to think, oh, I must have made a mistake, or what if I didn't sign the paperwork, or what if I I don't know, what if I I misspelled every word on the page or something, right? or you get a template from some website or something, and the watermark's still on there. Oh God, did I send them the wrong paper? Did I send them my math homework instead of my business proposal? And we start to really worry and think that we've made just the worst mistake possible, and that we're going to look dumb, we're going to look foolish, because of this. And so I wonder if this is sort of a lesson. This is kind of a thing that maybe Spirit's saying, hey, you've been here before. You've done this before. You've had this sort of big waiting, almost like a waiting period, where you need the relief or the resource or whatever it is. You're waiting for an answer. And we start to get a little impatient. I'm wondering if the mystery card is going to be an 8 of Wands, right? I think Spirit's saying that you've been here before, and if you think about it, things have always worked out. How often in your life have you been so worried and so stressed out for nothing? It doesn't mean that we should never worry. Does that mean that we shouldn't ever be stressed out? Well, kind of, yeah. Right? Worry and stress, I think, lead us to impulsive decisions, lead us to self-sabotage, lead us to actions and moves that are born out of desperation. I'm not saying that we shouldn't analyze and be thoughtful and pay attention to details, but we shouldn't be frantically stressed out, pulling our hair out, worried. Right? That doesn't accomplish anything. And so this feels like there's some, if there were some, let's say, I'm from California. We've had earthquakes, and let's say you're in California and you got an earthquake. And, you could panic and be frantic and be stressed out and be worried and just be running around, bumping into doors, bumping into other people, and you're not making good decisions, right? You think that when you're in that sort of a state, do you actually do the right thing and the thoughtful thing? Are you actually, grabbing your loved ones and going toward a safe place, whether it's in a doorway or it's underneath some sort of a table? They used to tell us to get underneath our desk when we were in school, We could either be running around in a circle, bumping into everything, or we could say, okay, I'm getting my loved ones and I'm going to go outside to a wide open area where nothing's going to fall on me, or I'm going to get into some sort of a solid, protective shelter that, might be okay, right? It's kind of the same thing. When we're in that very stressed out energy, we don't make very good decisions, right? So the idea is to stay calm, to stay confident, and not make really any sort of moves right now, because they're probably going to be a blunder. Okay, but anyway, 4 of Wands. I think Spirit's saying that you've sort of been here before. Now, this is a lesson for you to learn that things are going to work out for you. That you've already made the decisions. You've already submitted the thing. You've already done the best job that you can, and I think you have paid proper attention to the details. So the only thing to do now is to occupy yourself so that you don't kind of start messing. Don't tinker with anything right now. Okay? But 5 of Pentacles, it's a difficult situation because there is a need. There is a financial need. I don't know if this has something to do with the house, something needs to be repaired. If this is some kind of a move that you're making, a job change, a big career kind of change, if there's something going on specifically with finances or debt or bills or something like this. But this is, it's a reason to worry. This is the earthquake. And if the earthquake is happening, yeah, it's hard not to just freak out and run around like crazy. And, then we're just going to, what are we going to do? We're going to pull the fire alarm. Okay. We're going to run around screaming. Okay. That's, pick up our kids and we head to safety. It's good to remain calm, but sometimes we don't understand calm. You think of some people in an earthquake, and what about those people that are not running around like crazy, frantic, people that are just calmly walking, picking up their loved ones and calmly walking to the exit into the wide open field or whatever, we think, what's wrong with that? Are they an alien? What's wrong with that person that they're not freaking out? You know? And it's interesting that we respond to people that way. That we think the person who is being calm and level-headed is the one that's sort of weird, right? Because they're the only one, they're walking. Why aren't they running around screaming? You know? Because this is a situation that any person in their right mind would be running around screaming. But that's not going to help anything right now. Okay? It's not going to help anything. And I feel like, again, Spirit's the table. Spirit is supporting you, saying, look, everything's going to be okay. But you've got to figure out, you know, what's going on with you. What's going on in your heart and mind right now. You know, as we prepare, as we try to deal with whatever the physical situation is. I'm thinking it's financial, but it could be something else. Okay? It's something to do with your physical circumstances, though. Okay? The Two of Swords at the end, this is sort of the decision that does not need to be made. This is your kind of feeling, okay, I've got to do something. Do I do this or do I do that? I think Spirit's saying, trust in that lunar energy, that crescent moon at the top. Don't do anything. We have this feeling like, okay, I need to make a decision. Now, we're in this, you know, we're in this situation. I've got to decide to do something right now. I think you've already done everything that you need to. There's nothing that needs to really be done right now. Except maybe we are trying to keep ourselves busy, doing the things right here that we can, without interfering with the larger process. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like we've got to keep our minds busy, doing something. You know, it's the way that there is this earthquake and, you know, the kids are freaking out. So you might just give the kids a game or something to play and say, hey, you know, let's tell a story or something like this, right? That's the decision to not interfere with the larger process. Give yourself a game to play, you know? I wonder if it's going to be the Fool over here with this mystery card. So let's see. Let's see what's coming in. Yeah. We're going to look at this mystery card now. I think it's going to be some earth energy. I'm thinking it's going to be a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles to say, hey, jackpot. You know, look at this. 9 of Pentacles. You're living lavish. Everything is fine. Everything worked out. And the 9 of Pentacles, I'm just seeing the picture on the card of the Pamela Coleman Smith Tarot. And it's just somebody that's like sauntering through their garden. And it's just like, yeah, I never doubted it. I was never worried. You know, we're fanning ourselves and we're eating our grapes and stuff. And it's like, I never doubted for a second, you know. So I like that. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Here we go. An Ace of Pentacles. Well, I was right anyway, because it's earth energy. I knew it would be Pentacles. But this is Ace. This is kind of Spirit saying, okay, here you go. You know, yeah, I'm not gonna torture you any longer. Here's what you need. Okay, so I think that this is really this is that financial breakthrough. This is the opportunity. This is the payment or whatever that you're waiting for, because this is the Ace that's going to add to that 5 to make it a 6. And 6 is success. 6 is the light at the end of the tunnel, the beauty, the harmony, the resonance, the perfection. Okay, this is the Ace that you need to add to that 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what you've been waiting for. This is that check coming in. Okay, this is the almost seems like a gift from Spirit, right? But it's something that is already in the works. Okay, and I think you're going to get this, and you're going to think, yeah, I never doubted it for a second. I still feel that energy with you. I think we'd all sort of be like that. Like, oh yeah, no, me worried? Nah, I wasn't worried at all. You know, I was fine. I was cool as a cucumber. And maybe, you know, yeah, maybe you should be, because it's going to be okay. We're going to do an extended reading before I fully lose my voice. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Taurus Mondays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.